You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they do. You can't kill my confidence, you think I give a fuck, that's what they tell me. All the fucks I ever gave on.
Hey! Hey! Let's go, people!
Cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face. Just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Hey, legends don't die Working on a play today, body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many, I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drum and a bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day, don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm colder than Trey, I stick to the code, I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase, everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anyways. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anywhere.
Feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy, Brody, moving state to state. Make $1 million out to send me, plus I grind it from the start. I was stacking pennies, I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti, who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who?
Yo, what is up, people? You don't know how much dancing I do behind the camera with then choose to play to get myself psyched up and ready for this one. Not that I need it, not that I ever need it, but it's always good to get that little bit of an extra, like, whoosh, to get going and get ready for the comms. How we all doing? It's AERS, it is PC No Assist, and yes, I am very, very much looking forward to this one again. Get to see the Ferrari. Yo, 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 how we doing? We've got Tiller in the chat. How we doing, Chiller? Nice to see you in the chat. Yo, 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 welcome in, brother. And yeah, we have got one hell of a race here this evening. And as you can see in the chat, I don't know whether you can see them, but we have got the AERS emo and the AERT emo as well. So make sure we see some of them in the chat this evening. Do not forget to use them. Added them today for Grumpy, as the other ones were very old. But as you can see in the chat as well, I don't ask for subs. I don't ask for donations. I don't ask for gifts. I don't, I purely do this for the love of it. But to save you, giving half to Twitch, why not just give it me all? Now you can donate to the channel instead of gifting subs. If you want to be a little bit selfish, you can just donate. But yeah, that aside now, And it is all about tonight. I mean, we was treated last week to Ferrari absolute greatness. In fairness, John, as we all know, took P2 in quali where Gregory took P1, and John, great defense, defended against the AER team greatly. Stanislav put him under pressure, then Grego had a go, and nobody could crack him. They had to go for the undercut to get in front of him. And the one lap tyre difference at the end really did pay off for John. He did lose positions after the pit stop, but then did gain them back, and Ferrari romped home to a P1 and P2 in the opening race of the season. Gregory is back this evening, but with a different teammate. His teammate will be Oscar, but we will get over to that in a very, very short while. Well, you know what? We'll say who's going to be here, because it is a big list to write out, and I am just going to look at the Discord and let you all know who's actually racing. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody being here. We've got 9 people already before the race even starts. How we all doing, people? And yeah, 9 people already. Great to see, great to see. So let's have a look at the lineup for this evening. So we start with AERT, and Yeno and Speedy Boy will be in for the AER team this evening. In Ferrari, as I said, it is going to be Gregory. And Gregory, if you do watch this back, I do not know how to say your last name, or I would say it. It is a bit of a tongue twister. It looks very hard to pronounce, so I do apologise. He is joined by Oscar in that second seat. And then we've got TRT in the Cadillac. They have Bieber, Zalan, and Till. Till already in the chat. Till, best of luck with the race this evening. FRT are going for Unai Vega and Giovanni Galiotto, if I've pronounced that. If I've botched that, Giovanni, apologies. In for QDR in the Red Bull, we've got Gold State and Ryan B. Now, HLR Spezzy has got something to prove. Graphics are on hold for a tad. Tiny busy having his second chat. Hey, that's no worries, Grumpy. Don't worry, we'll get that sorted, mate. And Tiny, this stream's for you and your child, mate, your second child. So I hope you're enjoying that glorious moment of having that second baby. I have 5, so I've relived it 5 times. But yeah, hope it goes well for you, mate. Hope it goes well. Yeah, Spezzy. So over to Spezzy. Spezzy was disqualified from the last race result due to, I think it was a lot of desync issues for Spezzy, spending hardly any time actually partaking in the race. So he was stripped of his result. Did have a good result. Did have a good result quali-wise, qualifying P5. And I have just seen a beautiful little comment in the chat from my lovely daughter Lola, wishing me all the best for this evening. Lola, thank you so much, darling. I miss you. I love you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. It's been a very long week. But yeah, Lola, beautiful. Chill out now. Put your head down and go to sleep, and I will see you tomorrow. But move back over to it. Sorry about that, people, but it is my beautiful little girl saying a very big love you message to me. So I appreciate it, darling, and I love you so much. Yeah, so Spezzy, a lot to prove here this evening. Try and redeem himself after last week. Not so much redeem himself, but let's hope that his internet signal can keep him in the race. We've got Lennart von Hoff in for HLR as well. In for SCI, it's Lumi and Hamza. In for HRT, it is Lynx, LM44, and Danish. In for OSRT, it is Leopold and Joker. In for GT10, it's Cookie and Tony CL16. And then in for ETA, it's Lawrence and ETA Tom. So let's hope ETA as well in the stewards quite a lot. If you've watched the race review, you know, they could have done a lot better, but with those stewards penalty, it really did see them fall from grace and not pick up any points. So ET8's aim for this evening, probably stay out of the stewards, stay out of any moments that could put them in there, and try and have a good, clean race and get a good result out of this race this evening. So they're the teams. Let's have a look at the constructors. We know that Ferrari topped the charts with that 1-2 last week. And as you can see, Ferrari at the top, esports team. Where's the HP sign, Grumpy? Let me just do something. Where's the HP sign, Grumpy? He'll understand what that means. I had to have an HP sign next to the Ferrari esports team name. I did something. Oh, but yeah, AERT with the next best result. Yeah, Grumpy. Come on, son. Pull your socks up. So AERT in at P2 with 44. HLR in with 27. Future Racing Team in at P4, Quadriga Esports P5, ETA 6, Hyper Racing Team 7, Grand Track 10 in at 8, 9 is Tatum Res Tech in at 9, Owl Sim Racing in at 10, and SCI need a result at the bottom, 0 points as we get GT10 Terry in with the follow. Host has added you, by the way. Right, thank you very much. I'll get in it very, very shortly. So let's have a look at the track information for this evening. I mean, we've gone over it twice this week already, but we'll give it again. I should know it off by heart. But the first Grand Prix was held back in 2004, with your track length being 5.412 kilometres. The lap record is held by Pedro de la Rosa, which he set back in 2005 in the McLaren MP420, which was a 1 minute 31.447. And I'm sure we're going to see that lap time beaten here this evening. Most pole positions goes to Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen, with Lewis Hamilton taking the most wins. There is only one corner with a name here at the circuit, and that is turn 1, and it is Michael Schumacher corner. The pole run to turn 1 braking point is 353 meters. Can give the driver that's behind you an opportunity to get that move done into turn 1 if they get the better launch than you, or if you do get a good launch, it gives you that bit of an advantage to defend that little bit easier into turn 1. The safety car probability around 63%, but as I've said on previous streams, Bahrain is one of them circuits where you don't necessarily see safety cars. You can get them, but it's majority of the time it can be virtual safety cars, which the virtual safety car probability is around 50%. The pit stop time loss here at the circuit is 22.9 seconds. That does include a 2.5 second stationary stop. There are 15 corners here at the circuit with 4 straight line mode zones, and the first one on the lap goes from turns 3 to turn 4. Then it's turns 10 to 11, turns 13 to turns 14, and then just before the start-finish line after turn 15 and down to turn 1. So that is all your information that you would need for this evening's race. I am going to get onto the game, get into the lobby, get comfy, and get ready for this one. And if you sat there doing nothing, just twiddling your thumbs, as we get Lagos, I'm joining on my PC and winning this ease. Come on, Lagos, that's the confidence we need, son. As we get GT Tony as well. GT10 Tony with the follow. Thank you very much, GT10 team. Massively appreciated the follows. So, yeah, very much looking forward to this one. Let's get into the game as we get B-Loopit with the like there on the stream on TikTok. Let's get into the lobby. I'm going to take it as Leopold. We'll add Hunter as well. And we'll just wait for getting into the lobby, and then we will transfer over. If you could just let them know, Grumpy, that I have accepted the friend invite and would massively appreciate a massively appreciate an invite. Yeah. Kind of lost my words though. But yeah, if you are sat there twiddling your thumbs, share this stream, get it out there. Let's try and hit that magic number of 100 people viewing this stream live. We have almost got there. We almost got there on Wednesday night with 90 people watching the stream. So, yeah, get this stream shared. Push it out there. Get your teams involved. And as I say that, the viewers massively jump up to 21. Keep them numbers coming in, people. Let's see if we can make that magic 100 for both myself and Grumpy. We would massively appreciate that. As we do get the invite. And we go straight into spectator. Straight into spectator. As we get Leo in the chat. Hello, good evening to the best commentator. You know what, Leo? Thank you so much, mate. I try. All I do is I come in here and I love this. And I love the fact that you guys are so quick. The pace that you guys have is just astonishing. And it's an honor for me. It's an honor for me to do comms on news. You guys are the GOATs. You guys are the best of the best in my eyes. Obviously, you've got Yano and that above you, but yeah, man. HRT Academy is, by the way. It says Lagos. We've got Oliver Knott. How much did you make last time then? Oliver, I'm still unsure, mate. It's the 15th I get paid out. So, I'll find out then. I will let you all know. But if you don't, there is the option to donate as well now. So, if you don't want to be paying everything, you know, paying a certain percentage to Twitch, you can happily donate. So if you type out, I mean, I'll do it in the chat myself. I think you all know how to do it, to be honest. But just bear with me. So yeah, if you type in, is it apostrophe donate? I think it is. There you go. So there you go. So if you do that, it pulls up that, and that's where you earn like 67. I wish. Trust me, if I earned that much, lads, half of it would be well. I would put on one of the biggest tournaments, and me and Grumpy, I'd have Grumpy there with me, because at the end of the day, he's allowed me to do this. And we'll be doing one of the biggest tournaments out there, trust me. So if you want to help with that, gladly go and donate. City is getting battered by Palace. I mean, it's always that manager, like that manager swap, I think, where teams have that difficult time. Pep Guardiola was one of the best, well, is one of the best managers to ever existed. I think if you are a fan of the sport, a love of the sport, whether you support City or you don't support City, you've got to acknowledge that man's knowledge of the sport. Absolutely demoralised teams in his first season with the strategy that he used with the team. So you've got to admire it. You've got to admire it. If you are just a lover of the sport, you've got to admire what he did at City. So let's transfer over to the lobby. But yeah, let's try and get this stream up there and out there. As we now await qualifying to start. Just going to put this out on Facebook. See if we can get a few more people in from there. We got Brian Bium. I hope so. I think wanting City to get beat there. Let's see if we can get a few people in via Facebook. Still driver, I didn't know that. Alright. He is still racing. I think we've got everybody in. The Ferrari team are there, Gregory and Oscar. Oscar, I think, more of a race engineer. for the Ferrari team, but we'll see how he fares against the rest of the grid. Is this going to be another easy one for Gregory? Or are we going to see somebody else on that top step? I mean, like I said, AERT, Stanislav really did, and Grego really did have a good crack at John, trying to get past him. Both of them, they literally switched to try and have a go at him. So, yeah. John was the defence as we get a prediction started from Grumpy. Winning 12 points if you make the correct prediction. I don't even know what the prediction is. It probably is. Who will get Paul? I mean, from going off last week, I'm going to go Gregory. There's my vote. That's, like, no disrespect to anybody else. I'm not saying anybody else is possible, but you go off Gregory. Gregory beat the rest of the grid by, I think it was at least 0.4 of a second. Could be a totally different animal. We know some drivers, or quite a lot of drivers. Well, you know what? Every driver. I don't think there's one driver out there that they can say that they would beat every driver at every track. You can't be that confident. I just need to fix something. 1 second, people. As my chat decide to mess up on thingy. Now you're just gonna see my fucking home screen. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, what are your predictions in chat? Do we feel that somebody else might still qualify in this evening? Do we think that I mean, everybody in this grid has probably got a chance at taking Paul. But, I mean, we're going to square off like with what Gregory achieved last week with the amazing result he had. So, do we think anybody else is going to take it? Get your votes in the chat as well. Let me know. I can't see the predictions, so please get in and the chat and let me know who you've picked, who you've gone for. But yes, Spezzy really has got to hope that his internet connection is doing a lot better here this evening after receiving that disqualification from the stewards in race 1. Should be getting underway very, very shortly. 5 minutes past the hour. And I think we're only waiting for a couple of drivers. I think there's 2. As Lygos has said in the chat, I think one of them joining mid-quali, so... But how are we doing so far, people? How's your weekend been so far? Well, weekend, we're only on Fridays. Friday day, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? Come on, boys, get excited for it. The countdown is on for the start of qualifying. Get your predictions in, get your votes in. Who's going to win some money? And we've got IRT IRT Ryan, I think, has watched 29 streams. IRT Ryan, legend, mate. Legend. And I think he's just got up to 30 because I think he's just joined us. But massively appreciated, Ryan. Massively, massively appreciated. If you are there. #1 viewer on the chat. We've got Gotto top of the list on the gifted subs with 6. Justin in at P2 with 5. God, honestly, I've got big love for these guys for what they did like last week. Big love. They truly are some amazing lads. And Gotto's been doing it for God knows how long. He's an absolute legend. Another race, Gotto legend. Gotto's not racing tonight, Jay. He's not in this one, unfortunately. This is PC No Assist, where, Jay, if you didn't know, we've got the actual Ferrari esports team taking part, brother. But here we go, qualifying. Yeah, esports, the proper, the Ferrari esports team. Hopefully we will see Barry Burmond on circuit, Ismail Fassi. Hopefully we'll be seeing them guys soon. Fingers crossed. I mean, you never know. They could be sat in silence watching the race. You never know. You never know. I believe Barry's on holiday at the minute as well, so he might not be staying for another. This is going to be sweaty. Hello, mate. Hope you're good. How are we doing, Halo? And it probably... It could be. We did have the Ferrari team with a great strategy. Pool time predictions. Dare I say someone might creep into the 25s? Grumpy. Hell, Grumps. Grumpy with a 126.324. That's Grumpy's prediction. Let's see who's out on track first. I think it might be the Cadillac of Zalan. So Zalan, yeah. So if Grumpy's saying a 26.3, I'm going to say a 26.224. I'm going to go a tenth the other way. As Lygos says a 137, 131.7. That's a bad lap. As we've got GT10 Cookie with the retirement. Do I smell a quali ban? Got Brian with a 26.401. Lygos with a 26.260. Jay, go on, Jay, with a 126.1. Till has a quali ban, yo. Right, all right, no worries. As we get Halo with a 26.1 as well. Liking the predictions. Thank you, boys, for getting in the chat and putting them in. Appreciate it. But we're on board with Zalan. And here he comes up to turn 14. And he's going to be putting the first time on the board here this evening in the PC and No Assist qualifying. What can Zalan do? Is it going to be a good banker for the TRT team? Here we go as we follow on board with Zalan down to turn 1. Got to get this right. This is... And we said it last night. Wonder how much Ferrari will gap today in quali. I know there's some big hitters in TRT, etc. today. So let's see. Let's hope that we get a very, very close qualifying. But TRT Zalan doing well so far. Kept it in between the white lines. No invalidation. But we seen from last night. I know it's console assist. But we did see from console assist and from console no assist that... Turns 1, 2, and 3 are really where it needs to, you know, if you ribbon it through the lap's gone, you might as well recharge and just take your time round the lap and go for it again. As we've got VNT Dirk, GT10 Tony isn't Tony Ritchie, is he? What, have we got celebs in this chat? Come on, people, you need to tell me. I mean, Gregory's probably one of them, but Sector 2 split is 0.4 region, by the way. Thank you very much, Grumpy. And it's Grumpy Kravitz in the chat. Grumpy Kravitz giving us all the info we need. And there we go, Zalan with a 126.647. Already beating the lap times from last night. Joker goes across the line at 28.689. SCI Lumi at 127.246. Let's jump on. Have we got any of the Ferrari boys? Let's have a look at Oscar for the first time here this evening. Gregory is out. You can't tell who's who anymore. Look at the dots. We've got 4 red dots. How am I supposed to know who's Haas and who's Ferrari out of them? Mad. Mental. But we've got HLR Lenny moving up into P2 at 126.994. Here comes Oscar. Let's watch for the split. From Oscar, a 105.676. So he's Tony Ritchie, is it? I mean, can somebody answer Dirk's question? Because I ain't got a clue. I wish I could answer it for you, Dirk. As Gregory to the top with a 126.553. But here comes Oscar to the line at 127.096. Is Oscar going to get in behind his teammate based on a 28.2? It's probs not him, to be fair. All right, Dirk. No worries, bro. Let's have a look at ET8 Lawrence, who had a good race last week. Just a few bad moments. I mean, from what we've seen, I didn't really see anything wrong. We missed the moment, I think, on the final corner with Lawrence and Stanislav, but Lawrence did pick up a few time penalties. We do see an invalidation there from Lawrence. Let's have a look at Benjamin Pryor. We have reached the follower goal of 680. And Jonah Martins. Jonah, thank you so much. I know who you are. And thank you very, very much for the follow, mate. Massively appreciated. And thank you, Mr. 680. Massively appreciated. Oh! That's a steward's moment. That's an Aston Martin getting put into the stewards for a block in qualifying. Not checking his mirrors. Oh, already GT10 gonna be in the stewards. It's not good. So HLR Spezit on the first run of the evening, going into P4. As we got Haribo JR. No Tony Ritchie. Okay, there we go. Question answered. But Jonah Martins, thank you and welcome in to the stream. Massively appreciated on the follow. So now everybody's back to the pits apart from Lawrence. Lawrence going around the circuit again, making their way back into the pit lane. Let's have a look at HRT Danish with a 106. This is not going to be the quickest of laps from Danish, but it's power down. It's to the line from Danish. And what's it going to be? It's a 128.3.034 P15. Big improvements needed if they want to mix it in that top three. Only 3 drivers so far into the 26s. And Gregory, nearly, I think, well, it's over a 10th clear of Zalan in at P2. Are we going to see Gregory having to deal with a bit of pressure in this race? We've seen how good, you know, the drive he put on last week was absolutely phenomenal. Helped by John. Massive GGs to John, you know, on his defence. Jonah, if you can pass that message on, I'd appreciate it. Danish first lap on NA. Oh, go on. Well, hey, I tell you what, if that's his first lap on NA, well played to him, and especially in this grid. Well played to him, because I couldn't get anywhere near that. AERT have got Geno up in P6, whereas Speedy down in P13 currently, but the lap times are close, people. There is very fine margins splitting these drivers. And we've got Speedy out on track first, so Speedy will be putting a lap in, trying to improve on P13, a 127.491. He needs at least a second improvement if he wants to crack at pole position. 26.8, but he couldn't drive this week. Oh, unlucky. But yeah, Speedy looking for big improvements on this lap. He's still got another run to go, so mate, you know, could potentially make 1 or 2 mistakes. Doesn't want to make any more than that. And wants to set himself up nicely for that final run, which, you know, will be coming shortly. As we've got Claw in the chat. How are we doing, Claw? But here we go. AERT Speedy looking to improve on P13. Can they get the improvement on their second run of the evening? Let's stay on board as he makes his way down to Schumacher corner. Got to hook this up nicely. These first couple of corners will define the lap. If you don't make time here, you can probably just back out and, you know, go for another run. But Speedy putting pedal to the metal. And is that his teammate in front of him? Could we see a nice cheeky little toe? No, he lets him past. And he does improve by nearly 0.003 of a second through Sector 1. They're Speedy, and the improvements aren't going to be massive, you know, from some of these drivers. One of them might put a stellar lap in who are in the 27.3s at the minute and crack the 26s. But I think Gregory could prove me wrong, Zalan could prove me wrong, Lenny, you know, they could all prove me wrong, but don't think we're going to see much more of improvement on them lap times. Maybe, I would say, a stretch 0.3 of a second. Speed it up by nearly, 0.4 of a second through Sector 2. Big improvements there from Speedy in Sector 2. Can he find the improvement in Sector 3? There's only 3 corners here in Sector 3. It's power down on the exit. Speedy up to the line, and it's a massive improvement from Speedy. 0.4 of a second improvement, and that puts him in at P6. Let's have a look at Gregory. Gregory has put the fastest lap in so far. He's looking to improve on that. A 1:26.553. As Gregory now coming up to the sector split. Is there an improvement? He's lost time through Sector 1. 0.5 tenth he's lost. Does he know he has got the time in Sectors 2 and 3 to make that into the minuses? That's what he needs. He needs that minus time on the board. As everybody now out on the circuit, you can see Oscar in the background there. Oscar, Gregory's teammate here for Ferrari this evening, currently P7. And we need a big improvement from Oscar if he wants to get sat in behind his teammate. Oscar needing at least 0.5 second, as Gregory did find time through Sector 2. But he's got 2 more corners to go here. How much time can he find in these 2 corners? Is there going to be improvement in Sector 3 from Gregory that's going to see that time drop down even more? Gregory power down on the exit. It's to the line for Gregory. And what's it going to be? It is an improvement, a very small improvement from Gregory there, but enough to keep him in P1. Zalan went quick. 0.003 of a second off. No, sorry, 0.003 of a second, let's call it. Spezzi putting a brilliant lap in. Let's hope his internet connection holds up and he doesn't get disqualified from this one, because that is a very strong lap from Spezzi with another run to go here this evening. Oscar has gone across the line. He did improve, but still only P8 for Oscar. Let's have a watch of Giovanni. Can Giovanni improve on P13? We've got Unai Vega in behind for FIT in at P14. They could do with a big improvement, could both of the drivers. Unai Vega currently making the way through turn 15. Can they improve? Let's watch as they cross the line. Unai Vega didn't improve. But we're on board with Giovanni. Giovanni through turn 14. Throwing it through turn 15. Power down on the exit. Here we go. Run up to the start finishing line. And it is a 26.896. Big improvements there for Giovanni. Moving himself up into P4. I'm sure the FRT boys are absolutely over the moon with that one. We've still just one more run to go in qualifying. And Gino will be on their way back into the pits. Let's watch. Yeah, definitely on the way back into the pits. Where are SCI? So SCI, P11, P13 for SCI. This will get them points, but will it be, if they stay like this, but will it be enough to take them off the bottom of that Constructors' Championship? 46 people watch along. How are we all doing, people? So now, probably be a nice little relaxed moment. Be having to be able to have a little bit of a chill. Obviously, the lads aren't going to rush out of qualifying with 4 minutes to go. They'll leave it till as long as they possibly can. Zalan won't. He's out on circuit. But let's have a jump on board with Zalan. Zalan has done quite well. He's in at P2. He's giving himself enough time that if he doesn't see the improvements on the lap, he can maybe go for another outlap and try and go that little bit quicker with that final run. He's given himself plenty of time for 2 runs here as Zalan, but he is the closest to Gregory. Just 4 thousandths of a second split these two. Are we going to see somebody else on that top spot? Are Ferrari going to have to fight their way through to get this podium and get this win here this evening? Can Zalan do it? Can Spezi do it? Spezi, I mean, he is 3 tenths behind, but the improvements that we've seen from quite a lot of drivers, Spezi could still have that improvement on the lap. So here we go. TRT Zalan, have you got it in you, mate? Do you have the bottle to take P1 away from Gregory? We'll find out in less than 1 minute and 30, because here we go with Zalan on his potential final run of the evening as he's making his way down to turn 1 now. Catch the apex nicely there, does Zalan. Nicely through turns 2 and 3 into the straight line mode. He's got a Red Bull in front of him. Doesn't want to feel any effect of the dirty areas he's going through these corners. We know how big of an effect that can have on a driver's lap. He didn't improve through sector 1, but we've seen it from Gregory. You know, they both kept pushing and they found minor improvements. Zalan obviously found about a 10th improvement on his last lap, on his previous run. He just didn't quite catch that apex there. But Zalan looking nice and clean on the lap. Is there an improvement in sector 2? He's got off for, was that? No, it was an Audi in front of him. And Zalan up by over a 10th. This could be snatching pole away from Gregory. Buckle in, people. He's backed out. He's backed out. Something went wrong through turn 13 for Gregory. I mean, not Gregory, Zalan. He looked like he was taking pole position then. Has he got enough ERS to go again? I really don't. I ain't got a clue, Lagos. He just, something happened between turn 13 for him to back out. He must have lost a lot of time. Gregory out on an outlap. Everybody starting. Let's have a look at Spezi. And Spezi has found nearly a 10th and a half through sector 1 alone. No, he hasn't. He lost time. Gave us 2 times for Spezi then. Don't know why. But I think he's just made a mistake on entry to that corner there. Gregory has started. Let's have just a quick look. Did he improve? We didn't see the improvement. Lawrence up into P3. Cracking lap from Lawrence. Big improvements. And Lawrence up into P3. Are they going to stay there? Drivers still yet to cross the line. Spezi being one of them. Spezi now through turn 13. Has Spezi got it in his locker? We'll jump back to Gregory very shortly to see if he has done enough. Has Zalan done enough? Are we going to see somebody else on the top step? Spezi to the line. Is there the improvement? Spezi does improve. A 126.817 stays in at P4 though. Gregory, have you improved through sectors 1 and 2? He's just got sector 3 to go. And here we go. Zalan doesn't improve. Oh, he does improve narrowly. Gregory to the line. What's it going to be? And Gregory does improve. Finds a 10th and a half in the lap and improves to a 126.384. Gregory back-to-back qualifying wins. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Let's look at Giovanni. Can Giovanni currently improve on P8 as he puts power down to the line? Giovanni does improve and improves to P4. I think HLR will take a quali ban. Why do you think that, Francisco? Spezzi and Lenny. Close enough to a 4 point. Exactly. Grumpy weren't far off, was he? What was Grumpy's prediction? But yeah, great qualifying that. Zalan, could he have taken it? I think with the improvement, mine was. Go on, Grumpy, go on, man. Did Zalan have the time? Would he have had the time to take pole? I think he'd have been close, but I think Gregory probably would have just nicked it. But we'll never know. We will never, ever know. But still, Gregory doesn't have that Isaac Rusty. He could have, yeah. All right. Well played, Isaac. Thank you for the information, brother. So there you have it. Zalan, closest threat to Gregory. And Gregory's not going to have the easiest of times like he did at Australia. Could we see a solid battle for P1 here this evening? I think it's what we all want. We're all waiting for. But the times, look how close that is. Look how close it is between the whole of the grid. I mean, to P9, I think that was P15. It was under a second, splitting them all. We are hopefully going to be in for one hell of a race. But share the stream, people. Come on, can we get to that magic number of 100 people viewing the stream? Share it, push it out there. As now we settle down for a minute or two while the lads get the cars ready for the race. Are they going to make any tweaks for the race? Probably will. I mean, race setup and quality setup can be very different. But come on, people, get the votes in the chat. Do we think Gregory is going to dance off into the distance? Do we think Gregory is going to go for back-to-back wins? Or are we going to see another driver on that top step here this evening? Just bear with me one people moment. Just bear with me one moment, people. Probs win, but not run away as much as last time. I mean, John did a stellar job for him in defending P2, so he's not got that blocker anymore. So we could feel a whole different type of pressure here this evening in race 2, because he didn't feel any type of pressure in race 1, which I'm sure he's going to be. I'm sure Gregory's sat there and he's like, right, I'm up for this. Pray for chaos. No, not pray for chaos. I'm sure it's what all drivers thrive and hope they have, which is a good race. I'm sure Gregory loved last week's race, but I'm sure a small part of him will have found it a little bit boring. Not having them battles, not having to think on the spot and defend and stuff like that. And I think it's what every driver kind of thrives for. Even though you want to win, you don't really want to win it by such drastic margins. You want to win it on merit by battling people. But we'll talk about that more of that after, as we've got 5 red lights here at race 2. And we are underway, and it looks like Gregory didn't get the greatest start off the line there. As we see Zalan trying to put Gregory under pressure into turn 1. And they all feed through nicely. We've got Giovanni trying to take away P3 from Lawrence as they battle that out in the background, but they all feed through. And now Zalan tucking in behind Gregory. And where's Oscar? Oscar now in P11. He's making some moves though. He's in a bit of a battle as we've got, wow, a 10-second time penalty delivered there to Leopold. for a severe collision. But Oscar, P8, and now he's just going to have to concentrate on his own race as we see in action up in the front. And we've got Giovanni trying to defend from Lenny. But Giovanni, I think, has used a bit too much AERS through Sector 1 and just feeling the pressure a bit there, but is now managing to rebuild and stay within distance. Spezzi struggling to stay within that 1 second window. Let's have a look at the tyres. I know we're going to get asked, so I'll just do that. We've got GT10 Tony, the only driver opting for the soft compounder tyres. Now, could that put them on the back foot? And Gregory has actually started on the medium compound of tyres. And I tell you what, Zalan is showing some strong pace here. Now, we know that the esports lads have got strong pace, and the medium tyres should be a lot better than the hard compound tyres in these opening laps. But Gregory is just not able to pull away here, even with the superior tyres at this moment in time. Now, could that be Zalan absolutely smashing his AERS to stay within touching distance of Gregory? Could well be, but has it put Gregory on the back foot a little bit starting on them mediums? Because I think the hards probably would be the better race tyre here at Bahrain. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah, Zalan doing a stellar job of staying within that second. He might be using a lot of his AERS to do so. Should he just be thinking, you know what, this race will come to me. The tyres will come to me. Do I just back off and me and Lawrence try and, you know, close up, just use the hards? We'll have to wait and find out. As we've got Leno and Yeno and Lenny battling out, as Gregory going even quicker now. The 129.194 smashing the real world lap time, which is a 131.414. I think it is the quickest lap time. Pedro De La Rosa back in 2005. But as we see Oscar going for a move, Oscar down the inside. Oh, and Oscar! Oh, Oscar just tried to go for the gap, and that door got closed. Could we say that was a bit of a late lunge from the Ferrari driver? But it's come at a heavy cost for Oscar, down to P21. And it did look like a bit of a late lunge. I think he just may have been caught out by the AERT driver there. Just a tad. But Grego, 1.6 seconds the lead. And I think Zalan and Lawrence need to become almost like teammates now. Zalan needs Lawrence to close right up, switch under the boost mode, and try and close that gap to Gregory. But like I said, Gregory is on the medium compounder tyres, and we usually see them tyres start to hit the cliff around lap 8, lap 9. I mean, Gregory and the esports lads and these lads probably a bit better with the tyres, so maybe able to stretch them that little bit longer. But you do tend to see, I mean, I've noticed it over these 3 races that we've covered at Bahrain for race 2 over the tiers. That the mediums start showing signs of just wear on lap 8. And Zalan is trying to make moves. Let's have a look a little bit further back. Oscar's making moves. Oscar has managed to gain 2 positions. OSRT, though, at the bottom of this one. So SCI need a pretty decent result, and then they can come off the bottom of that Constructors' Championship. As we've got Lumi in P8 for SCI, and then Hamza in at P17, who I think will actually pick up a point. I think I remember Grumpy saying it goes down to P18, or it might be P15, I might be wrong. But nonetheless, I wonder how Leopold is going to look in the stewards. How severe was that collision under those opening laps from Leopold? Must have been a bad one for him to get a 10-second time penalty anyway. A very bad collision. So as you can see, very much split now. There's a battle for P4. These three hopefully will be battling it out for P1. But Spezzi 2 seconds behind the top three now. So the battle for P4 is between the rest of the drivers. With Benjamin struggling a little bit, trying to help his teammate through on the Haas driver, trying to help Ryan get past Tom, and Ryan is doing so. He's got the inside line, but Tom fighting it back, trying to maintain the position, but Ryan trying to go all the way around the outside here. Can he get the move done? He'll have the better traction on exit. You can see his teammate trying to give him that slipstream, to trying to give him that little bit of an advantage. But there's a strong battle here between the pair, and now we've got them working well together, and Benjamin giving his teammate the slipstream, and Ryan does manage to get that job done and moves up into P10. Now, as you can see, I don't know whether it is just Sector 2 alone, but Zalan seems to be gaining time on Gregory through Sector 2. That seems to be a place, I don't know whether it is weakness for Gregory, but it does seem to be the place where Zalan is catching the most time to him. And plus, we also have got to remember that those mediums are dying with every lap that passes by. And those those hards will be up to temperature by now, and they'll be plucking away at that advantage that Gregory does have out in P1. As we watch this little battle undertaking for P4, we've got Spezzi, Yeno, Giovanni, Lenny and Lumi all in the battle for P4. And then Benjamin, Ryan, Tom, Till, Unai Vega, Speedy, Cookie, Hamza, Oscar and Tony all in the battle for P9. And GG Tony hasn't had a great start on them softs. Probably was hoping for a better start, but hasn't really paid off with him starting on the soft compounder tyres. And I think Gregory or Jonah might be passing messages on to as we get Harry Ball with the follow to Gregory. It's like, pick the pace up in Sector 2, Zalan's catching you. There we have it again. It just seems to be, I don't know whether it's that straight, whether he may have a little bit more straight line speed. I don't quite know what it is, but he does seem to be gaining time to Gregory. Benjamin and Ryan working well together here, swapping. They should have P9 and P10 pretty much secured. Obviously, it's all going to come down to the pit stop between them both. It's the only problem that teams have when they're racing. If their drivers are quite evenly paced and are on the same strategy, one driver has to, you know, take that sacrifice of pitting second. And at this rate, it could definitely be... I mean, I'd go Benjamin first and Ryan second. Just so Ryan has that one-lap tyre advantage and can get out just behind Benjamin, hopefully, after their round of pit stops. But look at the pace the top three have compared to Spezzi and Yeno and that. They are now 3.2 seconds adrift of the battle for the podium positions. And I told you that the Gregory's tyres would start to show signs of wear on lap 7, and they are doing so, with Zalan closing that gap more and more each lap, each corner that passes by. And I think Zalan is definitely going to be putting Gregory under pressure for the lead of the race by the end of this lap. And it's not that Gregory is losing pace, it's just the tyres don't quite have the grip anymore. But the drivers in behind him still with plenty of grip left on those hard compounder tyres. Which strategy will pay off? Let us know in the chat what you think. Will it be the hard mediums, or will it be the medium hard compounder tyres? Will it be the, you know, obviously Gregory's strategy, medium to hards, or will it be the hard to mediums? Let us know in the chat. But we got Yeno now in P4, managing to get past Spezzi. HLR in a good position, but Giovanni trying to put Lenny under pressure and gets past Lenny there. HLR now split by Giovanni. So Zalan now will be loving this. He will get the boost in the next lap. Are we going to see him try and go for an overtake into turn 1? Is this going to be the first time we see Gregory overtaken in a race? I mean, we're only on race 2, but he didn't get overtaken once in race 1. Not even in the pit stop phase. So here we go, Zalan closing to the back of the Ferrari. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? Just not close enough. 2/10 back. Just weren't close enough out of that final corner to get the move done. But here we go. He's got another crack at Gregory. And I think he may just be playing it smart here, Zalan. Why overtake when you know you've got a guy who's still got pretty good pace on those mediums? But you can see he's right on the rear diffuser of the Ferrari HP. And the overtake is looking more inevitable, as they are so close to the back of that Ferrari. We got Drucci with the follow, massively appreciated. Welcome in, Drucci. So, Zalan, a lot closer than he was on the previous lap. Are we just going to see Gregory jump into the pits at the end of this one? I think he might try and go one extra just to have that better rubber for the end of the race. Let's see what he does. Yeah, but I thought as much. Gregory staying out for another one, but this is going to be Zalan going for the lead of the race, taking it away from Ferrari. And there we go. Is Lawrence going to try and go for it as well? Oh, Gregory! Big contact with the back of Zalan. And Zalan now demoted down to P3. Lawrence gets passed into P1. But what happened there from Gregory? Can Zalan close the gap? Can he get back right on the rear diffuser of that Ferrari? He needs to. And look at the pace. Look at us. Go on, Zalan. That's what I'm talking about. Wasn't phased by it. Probably pissed off at the time. I would be. Don't matter whether you're a Ferrari esports driver, an AERT driver, HLR driver. It doesn't matter who's in the cockpit behind you and who hits you. You're still going to be annoyed. But Zalan stayed locked in. He's kept P3 and he is right back on the rear of that Ferrari. GG's to Zalan. It didn't look nice, but he's still managed to stay in the podium positions. This is going to be fun, seeing Ferrari in the stewards. Fair play, close that gap back hella fast. He did, and it shows the pace that Zalan's got. And look at him, he's going for the move. And I think Gregory just may have let that one be a little bit easier than it was previously due to that contact. And now Lawrence leads this one. Let's see if we've got any changes at the back. Yeno still holding on to P4. And Yeno is actually closing the gap as well to the top 3. It's only 1.4 seconds now. Is that gap? He has brought that down massively since taking the lead from Spezi. I mean, obviously that moment didn't help Yeno. My God, look at that, Grumpy with the support for his drivers in the chat. Obviously that moment through turn 1 didn't help the front 3. Obviously they lost quite a bit of pace there, quite a bit of time. But this has helped the rest of the pack close up and get involved with the fight for the podium. Making this race even more interesting than race 2. We were just concentrating on the battle for P2. And we're going to be concentrating on all the battles here because this grid is very close. Ryan now as well on being able to close that gap. Can Yeno do it? And there we see Gregory diving into the pits. Giovanni has left the session. Desync for Giovanni, and he's in P7. But Gregory into the pits. Gregory probably going to feed out in, I'd say about P7, P19. Nah, he's going to get he'll come out in P17. The Mercedes ain't going to catch him into turn 1, I don't think. We'll have a little watch as here he comes. Is Gregory going to get in front of the Mercedes driver? He does, but the Mercedes driver trying to fight him. He's just going to have the better grip, is Gregory, though. But he's on cool tyres. Is this going to be Danish looking to go for a move on Gregory? It's what Gregory doesn't need. He needed to get out in front there. Did Gregory, because you do not want to be stuck behind a driver that's on 11 lap old hards. Not at all. So let's move back up to the top. And now the front 2 just starting to build that gap once more. 1.8 seconds is the gap between the top 2 and P3 currently. HLR are having a cracking race here. Obviously they'd be P5 and 6, but they're having a really, really good race. HRT versus Ferrari before GTA 6. So, I mean, Gregory is going to come out miles in front of these guys. These guys ain't going to pit until at least lap 19, I reckon. HRT P18 masterclass from us. He's on his own. I mean, what can he do when he's on his own? You need a teammate there supporting you. As we've got Benjamin and we've got Giovanni still dropping positions yet to get back into the race. And this is going to affect the FRT team. They did have a driver who was going to bring home some healthy points for the team. But with that desync, it could be all over. I mean, they're still going to get points, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be half as much as what they got with Giovanni being up in that scrap for one of the podium positions. Well, P4. Yeno now just can't seem to catch the front 2. As now Gregory looking to chase down his teammate. 7 seconds is the gap between himself and Oscar. Yes, Goto, how's it going, brother? Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Well. Gregory has pitted. He's on 1 lap old hards. Could be in the stewards. I'm very well, Mucker. How are you? How are you, bro? We could say Gregory could be in the stewards, mate. Bit of an incident in turn 1. Rear ending. Go on, Gregory. What's Greg done? I think he just narrowly missed his braking point going into the back of Zalan. Nearly cost Zalan his race, but Zalan did really well to get back into the boost mode, get back under that second. He did an absolutely stellar job. I mean, it could be innocent, might not get anything done, but from what we've seen, looked like he missed his braking point and just smacked Zalan. But in to lap 15 we go now. I'm out drinking at the minute. Ask him if you can put me on big screen. As we get OSRT. I'm sure that was a penalty there for Joker. Leopold has served their 10-second time penalty for the severe collision that they caused in those opening laps. More entertaining these golf highlights that are on at the min. Tell them, commentator, how many gifted for a strip tease. Donate $1,000 and I'll get a shiny pink thong for you, Ethan. That's my job. Hey, $1,000's a grand grumpy in these days, brother. I'm only wiggling my ass on screen. Might get some more subs while, you know what I mean? Gifted while I'm there. Hey up, how is Yeno in the top train? They have really slowed down the front two to allow Yeno win. Has Gotto with a gifted. Gotto, you should have done. As we get John Evans. Nah. Nah. John Evans is watching. Holy shit. How we doing, John? But thank you. Fucking LW Gotto. 3 subs for the Ferraris. Exactly, John. 3 subs for the Ferrari team. Nice. John and Jonah. You don't know how much this means to have both of you guys in watching this stream. It is a massive moment for me personally. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching along and being a part of this stream. It means a lot. Who's John Evans? He's my namesake. My last name is Evans as well. Put it away, Taz. Oh, don't. So many old people in this chat, my goodness. But yeah, I mean, me and John could be related, who knows? I have the Evans surname as much as he does. Taz, turn on the cam. Let me see. I can't. I'll get kicked out. I can't show you the pink thong. I can't. You've got to pay to see it. I can't. I'm sorry. But Yeno has managed to get into the battle for the podium. Only reason I gifted. Well, I did tell you you could donate instead of gifted. I would have got more money then, and I might have flashed it to you, mate. Might give you a little sneaky peek. But we see Lumi get. We've seen Lenny moving into the pits now. Grumpy, how have you got? The OnlyFans. Oh my God, OnlyFans page. What the? Oh, let's get back serious. Oh my God. Crumps leaks it. He has. Fucker. Go to the girls at the pool for you have 60 years. Hey, I am. Oh my God. Oh, the chat. I'm leaving you lot to it. So Yeno is actually in at P2 now after we've seen a pit stop from Lawrence. Lawrence has actually come out in P7. And where's Gregory? Gregory's down in P13. What is going on with Gregory? What's happened? What's happened to the Ferrari team? That's girthy, to be honest. Oh my god. Yeah, Gregory's not really made any... I mean, he's obviously caught Oscar. He's gained like 6 seconds, and GG's to him, but Lawrence has actually managed to come out miles in front. No, actually, Lawrence dropped. I thought he pitted. That's my mistake for not reading things. Has Lawrence retired? Why has Lawrence retired? What happened? We missed that, but we have got a pit stop. We've got lots of pit stops now. As we get Zalan into the pits. Where will Zalan feed out into this race? There he is in P7 on the mediums. And Gregory is 7 seconds down the road from Zalan. So Gregory is back into the lead of this race. Jesus Christ, I was looking at everything wrong then. I do apologise. Ferrari is bad because I don't drive for them. Well, you could say that, Leo. You could say that. But yeah, thank you to John and Jonah for joining us here this evening. OnlyFans, oh my god. Greg's has won it. I mean, Zalan's showed some, tremendous pace. He has been on it. So I wouldn't count Zalan out by any means. I think he's still got a cracking shot at this. And Gregory has now actually hit traffic. So will Tillis pit? So Till does stay out, and so does Unai Vega. Now that could cost Gregory in his pursuit of like trying to pull a bigger gap to Zalan. We can see Zalan in the background there, just going through turn 1. But yeah, I think Gregory, has Gotto called it in the chat? Is it race over already? Has Gregory managed to secure the win, as we've got Lenny and Yeno in a bit of a battle? Lenny getting a position, Yeno just trying to hold on there in behind. But yeah, Gregory is doing a stellar job out front. Let's have a look at Speedy. Speedy currently in at P10. Went for a bit of an undercut. His mediums are 2 laps old. Everything you write gets censored. Jesus Christ. It's not. I caught 3 seconds last night to some guy on only 1 lap younger medium, so Zalan should catch. Yeah, I think he should definitely catch. But I think the tyre balance is... The tyres are just going to be very balanced out towards the end, so he's got to try and push with everything that he's got now to try and catch Gregory. Hook up with Grumpy when? How do you mean, Ethan? I'm glad they go and meet Grumpy. I need to meet Gotto yet as well. I'll meet you all. We can all book a day to all meet up. Audi battling. Nah, I don't think they're battling too much, to be honest. Behind you. Let's get HLR. Nah, they haven't been battling. Yeah, Gotto, you could give me your address next week and I could come and meet you, mate. Just drive down. Nah, I think he means like actually meet up, Grumpy. They teammates with the HLR. Yeah, they are teammates. So, obviously, AERT are the team. Gregory and Oscar are the Ferrari team. Like, they're the teammates. So all the teams, you know, they drive with one another, they race with one another. Yeah, Taz, I've got a special place in my bed for you, mate. Can't wait. I'm only in Oldham, mate, in Manchester. So, Benjamin Pryor with the fastest lap of the race, a 129.156. Are we going to see that beaten with just 8 laps to go? Yeah, you're not far from me, Gotto. It'd probably take me about an hour or 2 to get to you. Upper Rochdale. Hey, Ethan, you're not even far from me, mate. I've probably driven round your Upper Rochdale. This league versus league. So basically, it's league versus league versus league. Every league or team, esports team, will have 2 drivers in here behind you, and they're all battling it out for the lead in the constructors. Really, it's not about the drivers' championship. It's more about the constructors' championship. This one. Proper shit. Oh, come East Mids, lad. 2 hours to get to Bristol from where I am. Yeah, there you go. Grumpy giving you the information. So Zalan, 5 seconds behind Gregory, and he has 7 laps of racing to try and close that gap, to try and go for the race win. So, yeah, very much. Can Zalan still close that gap? Are we going to see him fighting for the race win at the end of this one with Gregory? Still got a couple of laps to go yet. Anybody know what happened to Lawrence? I mean, Ethan, I could probably pick you up and then we could go and meet Grumpy. I won't mind if you don't drive. Hang on, how old are you? Because depending on your age, it's do I pack Haribos or do I pack Werther's Originals? 17. All right, thank fuck for that. Because save you 14, I'm definitely not picking you up. Gotto, we'd come to you, mate. I'd pick Grumpy up and then we'd go down. But OSRT Leopold with another 3-second time penalty. Well, he picked up a 10-second and now has got a 3-second. Speed it. Improvements from them up into P8. Going to be a good result. All right, fine, if you insist. Yeah, of course. Exactly. Just smacking the Haribos off the side. Taz in his balaclava. Oscar in a bit of a battle here for P11. He does manage to get the move done and move up into P11. GG's to Oscar. What Oscar could have done if he wouldn't have gone for that lunge. Could be better. As we see, that's a big lunge from from Unai Vega to get past Hamza. Big lunge there. But he gets the move done. Bit of contact. Will there be a steward's inquiry into that one? We'll have to wait and see. But Zalan has managed to take a second out of Gregory. Come on, Zalan. Can you do it? Not that I've got anything. I love the Ferrari esports team. Can't wait to see Barry and Ishmael, and might get a bit nerded out by them being on the track. But Gregory had such a demanding, well, not demanding, such a great race result last week where it was nothing but clean air for him. How young am I? I'm 38, mate. Yeah, I think Gotto's got... I mean, he can still catch, technically, Gotto. But Gregory probably saving the AERS, probably saving it all. Spring chicken. Exactly, mate. Spring chicken. Haven't hit the naughty 40s yet. You can call someone else an unk. Nah, you have to call me Gramps. Fucking granddad now. Well, I'm going to be a Grampy now. Not a granddad. It's what I call my Grampy, so that's what I will be called. Just Grumpy, you're 85, no shit. So it is looking quite split now. Everybody kind of split up on the circuit. Just a few battles ongoing on circuit. The HLR team just looking to secure a P4 and a P5. They haven't got really anybody in the way. Only 10 years younger. You're not as old as I thought, to be fair. Thought you were like 45. Go on, Grumpy. Is Zalan gonna do it? He's only gained 8/10 on this lap. Well, on the last lap, he only gained 8/10. If he was to gain that every lap now, he could potentially do it. But as we get Unai Vega with a 10-second time, and why would you do that? Why? You're getting points now. The team isn't getting points. FRT. I think you need to have a word with yourselves. Points at a PC. Probably not, mate. I don't think they are. Just went under the desk. Probably. But yeah, Gregory's doing a stellar job out front. Just moseying along. Probably saving a bit of tyres just in case Zalan does get close on those final few laps. You could just see Zalan there rounding turn 13. He's getting closer and closer. Is Zalan, but he's not going to have the improvements he needs. It's only going to be a couple of tenths improvement on this lap alone. Knowing Unai probably is Mr. not Mrs. Roasting a guy you signed to VSM, bro. His Mrs. is called Greg. Oh, Lumi. So, Lumi in at P6. This is going to be good for SCI. It's going to bring them off the bottom. OSRT are in the points, but they're not going to secure enough points, I think, to hold on to the current position. I don't know how to do all that raiding stuff, mate. Raid me. If I knew how to do it, I'd do it. I'll look into it and we'll definitely do it. I don't know, mate. If you can, you go for it. Gotto's a mod as well, I think. So we'll definitely do it. We'll definitely do it. If you boys can do it at the end. If you can't, then I'll have to learn and we'll do it next week. So yeah, Zalan just not finding the improvements anymore. He's been pushing the tyres as much as he can to try and catch up to Zalan, but the improvements per lap are just not going to be enough till the end of this race. Yeah, I'm a mod of the beer. We can. Whee! Well, you raid away at the end of this one, Grumpy. Raid away. Just 2 more laps of racing to go. Well, 3. Until the end of this one. And Gregory's done another stellar job so far. The HLR team going to be loving this result. I think they were P3 in the Constructors before this one started. See you later, Gotto. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, Nello is still racing. I think he's just getting back into it, Jay. Just getting back into it. He has had a bit of a hiatus for the past couple of weeks. Good night, Gotto. Love you, brother. family man now, as per. Gotta be, mate. So, yeah, it's just been unlucky for Zalan. I will do when I see him. I've got a Discord that you could join, Jay. Saturday Night Fives. We're not really doing anything there at the minute, but we will have some stuff heading the way. You're more than welcome to join that. So you can have a chat with him. We don't do any racing as of yet. But it's going to be so unfortunate for Zalan. What it could have been. Could he have potentially? I think without that incident, imagine how much time Zalan would have had. Could he have potentially caught Gregory by the end of this race, by lap 28? Would it have been that little bit closer? Probably would have. But Zalan could still win this. Just not on track. Depends whether Zalan and the TRT team see it's worth putting a ticket in against Gregory due to that moment in turn 1. I'll send it you in Discord after this, Jay. Yeah, no, gonna be a podium, I'm sure. But Grumpy is buzzing with this. Help them maintain that P2 speed. He's had a proper good race up into P7. He's feeling the pressure though from the drivers in behind, as they do have a lot fresher tyres than him. And we could potentially see QDR going for P7 and 8 here, with AERT Speedy having to defend from both of the drivers. Aye, well, let's hope that they don't. As now Gregory moves into the final lap of the race, with Zalan just in behind him. He's going to win it on track, but is there a potential for Gregory to lose this in the stewards after the race? All the questions, all the answers to these questions we'll find out next week. But for now, Gregory is leading this one. Oscar currently in at P11, putting ET8 Tom under pressure. And we've got QDR going against Speedy. Can QDR secure this position? They get in front of Speedy. But now Speedy going on the attack, as we've got Ryan all over the place in the background, losing 2 positions, and that sees Oscar move up 1, and Oscar going for the attack on Tom. Can Oscar get it done? Oscar does. Oscar moves up into P9. GG's Oscar. Getting the move done there against Tom. Tom might have been a bit spooked with Ryan being all over the place, but we've got Speedy trying to put Benjamin under all sorts of pressure here. He looks the quicker out of the 2. He will have the boost. Is he going to be able to get the move done? I don't think he is. But the man of the hour is this man right here. He had an easy race at Australia. The win was in the bag. It might have been a little bit more difficult for him here at Bahrain, but the result's going to remain the same. It's Gregory with the race win here at Bahrain, and Zalan in at P2. Great race from that man. Absolutely Brazilian. Brilliant. Taz pronounces Gregory's full name. No, I can't pronounce it. Is it Prizeable? Unai Vega with the follow. Thank you, Vega. What the fuck, mate? Are you saying that to me? Oh, that SCI sent the car there. Something you'll have to take to the stewards, mate. It's something that I didn't see, Unai, but I appreciate the follow and appreciate you being in chat, mate. I really do. Thank you for joining us. So many better tyres, bro. I know. What's the misses under the desk on that? But yeah, Gregory once again with another win. GG's, Gregory. Remember, grab. Yeah, don't worry. I will do. And these past 2 days sent to me. Yeah, I will do. I'll send it straight away, mate. I'll do it straight after the race. So you've got it there, so you know you don't have to worry about it. But Ferrari, once again on top. It might not be both drivers in the podium, but it's definitely Gregory with back-to-back wins. And there he is, having a little dance on the grid. So your race winner is Gregory. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the last name. QDR Benjamin Pryor with the fastest lap. Gregory gets your driver of the day and most overtakes. And it's AER Geno with the driver of the day. Let's export the session results and then have a quick look. There he is, Benjamin with the fastest lap. I tell you what, Gregory weren't far off. Leopold, after the 10-second time penalty, still managing to go to P14. GG's. But yeah, I mean, I hope we can start doing some interviews with the top three, to be honest. It would be something that I'd like to do, to know how Zalan felt after the moment in turn one with Gregory. How Gregory's feeling with, you know, the back-to-back race wins. Does he feel he could potentially use it? You know, all these questions we need to ask him. Yeah, no, with a great drive. Absolutely stellar drive. Managing to get P3 is a cracking result. And he, you know, he should pat himself on the back for that one. Really good drive from Yeno to walk away with a podium. Really is. Don't know quite what happened with Lawrence neither. Lawrence was a driver that was in a shout for a podium, but managing to not secure it. So, sorry about that other part there. I really do need to get a button for this. But yeah, it's been another great race again this evening. Ferrari continuing their dominance. With that race win, Oscar wasn't quite at the races. Didn't quite secure the position that John did. But nonetheless, he still brought home some great points for the team and had a good drive. Just unfortunately, he had that moment in those opening laps. And Zalan, what it could have been for Zalan, I think he had a real shot at winning that without the moment with Gregory. Who knows? I mean, would we have seen a scrap for that race win at the end there? Think it would have definitely been an option, but you know, you can't blame Gregory too much. Obviously, people have moments, and you know, I think he probably acknowledged it with the non-celebration. We did see, like, obviously the celebration in the first race, but he didn't quite celebrate that interview. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, of course. They just have to have the interview. We just have to have an interview waiting room and an interview room, and you'll have to be with me, Grumpy. But I'm going to end it here, people. I think Grumpy is going to raid another person. So make sure you watch along with them. But I am going to go for the evening. It's been an absolutely amazing 2 weeks doing the comms for this competition. And long may it continue. Thank you to all the lads in the chat. I know I do read chat a lot, and it is probably distracting to the race. But I don't like leaving yous lot left. And you know, asking me stuff and me not answering. I don't think that's how you should be as a commentator. You know, yous are giving me your time just as much as what the drivers are. So that's why I try and keep you all involved as much as I can. Yes, it does take away from the racing sometime, but I've got to show the love to yous. Like, you show it to me, so I show it to yous. But yeah, I'll get it arranged, but sometimes I may go to work. Don't worry, I mean, I can sort it as well. Though. As long as they're in the interview waiting room, I can pull them in as long as I've got the right permissions. So don't worry about it. We'll get it sorted. We'll make sure we've got it in all signed, sealed, and delivered. But yeah, Grumpy, are you doing this raid? So I'm going to say much love. Thank you. Thank you to, I mean, I feel honored and blessed to have John, to have Jonah follow. It really is a blessing. You know, people might think it is, oh, it's just the Ferrari esports team. They're not that thingy. But when you've done comms for so long and you see yourself reaching new goals and you're being followed by these people that you've watched and you admire because of the pace and the strategy mind that they have, it truly is an honor to have them follow along and watch the stream. It really, really is. So from me to the Ferrari esports team, thank you. You don't know how happy you've made this 30-year-old man. So thank you, boys. Raid failed, so yeah, never mind. No worries. But everybody's disappearing anyway, so take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Much love. And yeah, keep racing, keep pushing, and never give up. Never, ever, ever give up, people.